friends, this is Andrew Phipps, and I'm happy to be with you today. I hope that you enjoy our program in which we try to educate and help advocate, and we want each one to participate in the efforts to keep our government free and to do all that we can do as citizens to make improvements wherever possible. My good friend Michael Clark of the American Family Association of Indiana sent me this this work that was titled 1984. The material says in his futurist novel titled 1984, George Orwell wrote about a government in which information was controlled and monitored. People who spoke could only say certain things without expecting punishment or scorn. Orwell warned, the further a society drifts from the truth, the more it will hate those that speak it. Unfortunately, today we live in a similar time to Orwell's fictional account. Speak out in public today, particularly as a Christian, in regard to a moral matter such as human sexuality, and you can expect hatred, no matter how kindly you say something. This is a dangerous age as we drift from what our founding fathers intended with the First Amendment. You see, silence is surrender. It is my hope that this program will educate folks everywhere on the issues of the day, and then we can activate viewers to speak up. When we all stand together speaking the truth, we can overcome the cultural tendency to go along with lies and encourage others to stand for what is and always has been right and true and best for our nation and its people. I believe that it was also said by George Washington in his first inaugural address. George Washington said this, 1789's April the 30th, Washington stated, "No people can be bound to acknowledge and adore the invisible hand, which conducts the affairs of men more than the people of the United States. Every step by which they have advanced to the character of an independent nation seems to have been distinguished by some token of providential agency." George Washington and others believe very conclusively that providence was a great factor in the development of our nation. Half a truth is often a great lie, so said Benjamin Franklin. Even in the mid-1700s, the British preacher George Whitefield said, if you're going to walk with Jesus Christ, you are going to be opposed. In our days, to be a true Christian is really to become a scandal. Mind you, George Whitefield said this prior to 1754, before his death. I wonder what the great preacher would say today of those persons of ungodly and wicked imaginations that are trying to tear down all that is holy and good. Dr. Clarence Sexton, pastor of the Great Temple Baptist Church and founder and president of the Crown College of Knoxville, Tennessee, said, quote, "Our attitude towards God's Word is our attitude toward God. May we have the clarity of mind and discernment to acknowledge these truths," and we'll be back with more in just a few moments.